My name is Brandon, and I'm a doctor. When I was younger and had a full head of hair, I pretty much just kept it buzzed the whole time. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't really notice any sort of hair loss. Didn't really come to my mind until I was in college, and for the first time I decided I wasn't going to buzz my hair. And I started looking at the hairstyles of people, in the magazines, at the barber shop, and I just couldn't figure out why I couldn't get my hair to look like that. And then as I really started looking closer at it, I realized because my hairline was going back. I was pretty disappointed because I knew it was something that wasn't going to get better. It was probably going to get worse from there, if anything. It gives you a bit of a hopeless feeling. This is it. This is the best it's going to be right now. That thought kept running through my head. And I started to really overthink my hair all the time. Were people looking at it? Were people noticing that my hairline was starting to recede? I was looking at other people's hair and people that were the same age as me and wondering why they had a full head of hair and I didn't. All of that comparison and all of that thinking just really weighs on you and takes a lot of your energy throughout the day that you can't focus on the things you want to because the back of your mind's always on your hair. I probably had year-long stints without going on a date and never felt like I looked good enough to go out or to talk to someone. Even when I was with someone, it kind of felt like, was my hair good enough for them? You can't really focus on meeting someone or getting to know them when all you're thinking about is the parts of yourself that you're worried about. The defining moment for me to go to Bosley was actually that I wasn't really ashamed to try and do something about it anymore. When you're taking care of patients that are dealing with really difficult situations, it feels like you're kind of ashamed that this one thing that seems like it shouldn't be a big deal is a huge deal in your life. As I got more practice being a doctor and talking with patients and seeing these people going through these tough things, even during that time, they would come to me and say, Doc, I'm worried about hair loss. And these people that I thought I was insulting by saying it mattered are the ones that were coming to me and saying, no, it does matter. And it matters to everyone. And so why am I doing that to myself? Kind of breaking through that barrier, I realized that I kind of had permission to look into it. And I looked into Bosley hair restoration and finally decided to do something about it. What made me go to Bosley was it was a name I recognized. And when I look into it, I realized how experienced their physicians were, how much expertise they had, and how long they'd been in the industry. That expertise felt like the best place to go to get the best possible outcome. This was also something that was very personal to me. I knew how much stress it had caused and how much trouble it was in my life, and I really wanted to go to the best. The process of the hair transplant with Bosley was overall pretty easy. It took about a half a day, showed up in the morning. Everyone was great. They were all super excited that I was there to get this done for myself. There really wasn't any pain during the procedure at all. Being a physician, I was kind of curious, so everyone let me in on how it's done and let me look at the hair follicles while it was actually happening. By the afternoon, they had ordered lunch for me and I took it home. The post-hair transplant experience has been life-changing. I feel more confident just walking down the street. I don't have to spend that time worrying if people are looking at my hair, or sometimes if they are, it's because now they're admiring it. I feel like at work, it's not in the back of my mind. I can really just be there and centered and focused on the person in front of me. It's taken away stress and worry. I didn't even realize how much of a problem it was until it was finally gone. Gone on a lot more dates this past year than I have probably in the 5 years before that. So I would say we're making up for lost time now. It's been a great experience, not only in feeling more confident in myself, but feeling like I can actually meet someone and get to know them because I'm more comfortable with who I am. It was a quick, virtually painless procedure, and it finally gave me my life back.